Bursting forth from the great white north, it's the next big thing in music, Mad Hatter. Coming straight out of Regina, Saskatchewan, Mad Hatter is serving up a hot cup of ass-kicking tunes with their debut album, Welcome to Wonderland. Tonight, see the exclusive interview with Mad Hatter right here in the Hair Band Basement. So welcome to the Hair Band Basement. I am your host, Basement Brian, and tonight we got some special guests. We got Nate Danger and Scotty Rock from They Records recording artists, Mad Hatter. They're here to promote their new album, Welcome to Wonderland. Welcome to the basement, gentlemen.
Thanks for having us on, Brian.
Yeah, man. Thank you.
Thank you for being on. It's an honor to have such celebrities on. The new album is killer. Let's get to some the interview here. So, introduce yourselves and what are you playing in the band? Fuck, I feel like I did this already.
Well, listen, my name's Scotty Rock. I play in the band, and I'll play lead guitar and background vocals, of course. And we've each done a little bit of bass and some screaming and yelling. You know what I mean? Beer drinking.
Nice. Oh yeah, and I'm Nate Danger. I'm all about the vocals and rhythm guitar and hanging out with the chicks.
All right, so what are some of your influences when your formative years playing your instruments?
Well, I can't speak for Danger there, but as a guitar player, I'm thinking like Richie Blackmore, Healy John Roth, a little bit of Randy Rhoads, on the solo side. But from the music side, I've been a big fan of like all genres of music. But of course, I love the Kiss, and then we get into the glam rock of the '80s, from Bon Jovi's Cinderella to Skid Row to L.A. Guns and Faster Pussycat. Danger, take it away, man.
Oh, ditto. Everything Scotty said, man. Like from Kiss was my first love. Back Thin Lizzy, Alice Cooper were albums that my uncle gave me back when I was a little kid. And then once basically 1986 hit and I heard Poison, Look What the Cat Dragged In, I was obsessed.
Yes.
And bands like Faster Pussycat, LA Guns, obviously Guns N' Roses' debut, I think, is one of the greatest albums, was all huge influence on us. Skid Row,
There's nothing cooler than listening to Guns N' Roses' Appetite for Destruction. Like
especially back then?
Way back when, and we were both into it before they really got, popular because we were kind of following the scene. But when that record blew up, hey, we thought we were cool because we've been living it for a while.
Yeah. You're already there. Been there, done that.
Yeah.
So how did you guys meet and how did it eventually lead to Mad Hatter?
Well, back in the day, early on in our day, we met because we played on the same hockey team. We're from Canada. So Canada, most kids play hockey. And Scotty and I weren't very good hockey. We weren't very good hockey players because I think it was tier 3.
It was the worst you could get. But we had fun. Yeah.
We were on the crappiest hockey team, but we made the best record. But yeah, so that's how we met. And then by grade 7 and 8, we were playing in concert bands together. Scotty played guitar. I played tenor saxophone. And we were in a concert band called North Heights Winds. And we just became, pretty good inseparable buddies from grade 9 and on. And once we got our first guitars, I remember I got my first guitar. My parents, I begged them, like, give me this guitar. It was like $1,000. I'm like, I'll practice every day. It was that Dean Bel Air.
Yeah, that was rad.
Yeah, it was a good guitar. And but Scotty and I, we hung out every single day, and we just wanted to become rock stars. That's what we wanted to be.
Yeah, we were the dudes in high school that had the cowboy boots. With the studs and everything. We thought we were cooler than
smoking darts,
breaking hearts. You know what I mean? So,
so do you guys remember your first gig together?
Oh yeah. What was it, Scott?
It was this is back with pre-internet when they just had a television station. It was the Undiscovered. is
No,
what
it
they
was
called
grade
it.
9
Yeah.
variety night.
Oh, grade 9 variety night. Right. Sorry.
Now, what did we play? See if he remembers this.
You know what? I know what we played. We played Faster Pussycat.
Nope. Grade 9, we played. I'm sure we played I Remember You by Skid Row.
Oh yeah. Okay, that was the other one. We
Yeah,
also did Faster Pussycat, or was that the year after?
that was grade 10.
Oh,
So
okay.
in grade
Get my
9,
years.
we did I Remember You, and I think we did, no, we didn't do To Be With You. That was later.
That was later. Yeah.
There were some odd things, these variety nights were good. Scott ended up signing some tits after the gig, and it was
This is a big deal when you're
Nice.
in high school, right? So
Oh God, what the
yeah.
hell? All right, so let's talk this killer new album you guys just put out. This debut is fantastic. Welcome to Wonderland. Definitely check it out on streaming services. So, what were some of your inspirations for these songs?
Well, I know overall, like part of it was just trying to write those types of songs. You know what I mean? Like within that glam rock genre. From the '83 to '95 sort of window, writing that. That because that was what was current. That was going on. That was at the top of the charts. Hey, across the board. And we wanted to be rock stars, so we felt like we had to write those types of tunes. But at the same time, we were also learning how to write songs, right? And so there's kind of like that dumb luck where you just stumble on some ideas and some riffs and some chords, and like overall, I think Nate and I are like into the catchy stuff, right? Like we like a big like chorus, right? And a big shout out gang vocals. I love gang vocals, anyways.
Yeah,
And yeah, man. So we just like putting this out and reliving these riffs, and well, go on, DJ.
man, the songs themselves, if you listen to the album, because I'm getting a lot of people who are contacting me now, and they're like, this album is incredible, and they're really enjoying it, which is super cool to hear. Um, but when you break down the actual songs, the songs are pretty simplistic, and they're all based around an A or an E uh, kind of
Type riffs,
structure.
yep.
Yeah,
yeah.
you got your basic chords and stuff, and it's not like we've created anything new, but I think it's so refreshing to bring into play something that sounds like so many people are missing that sound, like it's just
Yeah, okay.
how many people loved hair metal? Like there's thousands of people who thought it was the best generation of music that there is, and it hasn't been brought to life. And I think this album actually kind of brings it into a current stage in a weird way.
I get that. I get that. I remember being in a band, and me and the drummer had a saying, it doesn't have to be hard to play to sound good.
That's
No,
right.
And just keep it simple, and then
Yep.
so many AC/DC made a career out of it. Let's just say that.
Yeah, right.
Let's just say that.
ACDC rules.
Yeah, I love
Yes,
it.
totally. All right, so let's talk about the first single, So Many Times. What can you guys tell me about that? The writing process, what you came up with, how you came up with it?
Well, this is a Scotty Wright. So this is all on Scotty.
Uh, okay, well, like, thanks, man. But like, I think you're right, Brian. Hey, like, rock and roll's got to be super simplistic, and when as long as you're playing it tight and together and keeping it simple, you leave a lot of room for like those big shout out choruses. You know what I mean? That we love so much. So Nate and I, like, generally probably what we did was like skip school and get together in his basement and like strum some guitars, and I came in probably with some chord changes, and sure they're like, GCD type chords. Like there's only 7 chords, in the entire universe, and we're playing 3 of them. And so we're just like figuring it out and putting it together. And we probably came up with some ideas so many times. I was always a big guy with like the chorus, so I always had like a title in mind, and I probably Danger came in and fleshed out some lyrics, I'm sure. And then
I
it's
feel
always
like
been
Scotty always
there's a,
had his notebook, man. This notebook of lyrics that were written, and sometimes the lyrics were written even before the song. Like,
yeah.
you know,
And then we
and
try to like make them fit. Hey, we just like go
That's
through and
tough
find
to
some
do,
lyrics.
yeah.
Yeah,
That is
yeah,
tough to do. All
but
right, so
I just felt like you had to write a bunch of words, in order to sort of Find 7 or 8 words at work.
Oh, all right. Okay.
Yeah,
Well,
yeah.
let's check out this first single from Welcome to Wonderland. Here is So Many Times right here in the Hair Band Basement. Check it out. That was So Many Times by Mad Hatter off their debut album.
Yeah.
Welcome to Wonderland. Killer stuff. We're going to take a commercial break right here, and after the break, we'll be back with Mad Hatter. See you in a few. Do you want to look like all the glam superstars? Want to look like you belong in a high school yearbook from 1989? Want to destroy the ozone layer just to piss off the neighbors? Then get Hair Be High. Hair Be High will give your hair the tallness and stability you need to dominate any photograph. Tease your hair to the sky with Hair Be High. Find it in the beauty section of your local store. Welcome back to the Hairband Basement. I have the couple of members of Mad Hatter here as our guests to promote their new album, Welcome to Wonderland. So, what is the next step for Mad Hatter? Where do you go after this?
Oh, buddy, where
my
don't we go?
God.
Where don't we go? Is there a place that we can't go? You know what I mean? I'm going to tell you right
Sky's the
now.
limit.
Sky's the limit. There is a limit. Hey, Danger.
There's no limit, buddy.
There's no limits. There's no limits for Mad Hatter. I'm going to tell you exactly what we're going to do. We're going to come out with a follow-up EP. Now, when Danger and I wrote these tunes way back when, we probably wrote about 40 songs, and we have them on a cassette somewhere. And we're going to review them, put out maybe like an EP, I think, of some of the better tracks, hey? And then
EP
we're going to
now.
put out a follow-up album.
Maybe a lies like EP. Hey, we could do like a lies thing.
We could do like an acoustic and live. Hey, I'm
and
down.
alive, yeah.
We're gonna be the kings of 86. You know what I mean? So we're gonna come
And
out.
then
the
we'll
controversial
release a double
content.
illusion album.
Wait till we get to our like a double album phase in our cover album. But listen, here's the thing. Honestly, I think there's no limit to what we can do, and I sincerely believe that we will be holograms on stage opening for the Kiss hologram tour, and they're gonna need probably a kick-ass opening band. And you know what? Mad Hatter is that band. There's no other band that could open for hologram Kiss other than hologram Mad Hatter. Hey, Danger. And we're going to come out and we're going to kick ass and we're going to scissor kick, and it's going to be amazing. I'm going to shoot rockets just out.
We will do moves that you've never seen because my back hurts and I'm not very. I can't
it's holograms. I'm doing what the fuck you want them to do.
Yeah, we're going to do some amazing hologram action, and then we're going to come up with our own virtual reality. Here's the thing, Brian. I'm going to coin this phrase. It's called living a loop, and we're going to forever be kings of 83 to 95, and we're going to put out music that fits that. We're going to tour hologram style for the future, like Back to the Future, you know what I mean? And we're going to put out this VR game where you get to live the experience of Mad Hatter, be on stage with us, be our drummer, be our bass player, be the keyboard player behind the curtain. You too could be in Mad Hatter. And on top of that, after this fabulous concert, and after you sit down and you can maybe watch from the back row or whatever, but get that live concert experience, buying a bootleg t-shirt. And then once you get backstage, we're going to just like lose it. You know what I mean? There's going to be like virtual beers. There's going to be virtual strippers. There's going to be virtual cocaine, and all of it forever. You know what I mean? You can forever live in that time loop of 83 to 95 where Excess was king and Mad Hatter was the kings of Sunset. Am I right? Am I right, Danger?
Yes. Imagine the VR, and Nikki Sixx walks up and he's like, "Hey guys, great show. You want to go shoot up heroin in the bathroom?" Boom, and you got the virtual needle, and you got all the chaos happening. Like, this is insane.
This is gonna be it's gonna be like the new norm, and people are gonna forever live within that realm of excess, And with your hosts Scotty Rock and Nate Danger, and Basement Brian showing up, hey, virtually.
Oh, Brian, you got to get in on our VR game. Yeah, that'd be awesome.
In down that, sit in the basement.
On the tour bus, you're going to be like lost.
We don't even know what the real basement is, but we'd find out on the VR game.
There you go. Yes, the greatest basement ever. The greatest basement ever. All right, so apparently it's Wonderland first and the world after that. You guys got a lofty plan there.
Big plans for big minds. You know what I mean?
All right. All right, so the next song I'm going to play is Day After Day. What can you guys tell us about that one?
Well, I know when Scotty wrote it, it really upset me because he put an F chord in there, and nobody likes playing an F chord when they start learning how to play guitar. But Day After Day, it was definitely a song that it gave us a little momentum because we ended up being in a talent show, which was televised on Saskatchewan radio or TV, and we opened as a duo acoustically with Day After Day. So we're in a time frame where obviously uh, Extreme's doing more than words,
Mhm.
and the acoustic things coming in. John and Richie are doing the
Wanted Dead
whatever
or
it was, the
Alive.
MTV Video Awards where it's all acoustic, right? So
Yeah.
Scotty and I, we go on like John and Richie to do this talent show, and we play Day After Day, and it was pretty cool. We advanced to the next round, and coincidentally started getting some phone calls from some lovely ladies who decided to look up our names in the phone book back when you had a phone book and you could just search the last name and find someone and get random phone calls.
No, that's
And
fun.
yeah, it was pretty awesome.
Cool. It's the whole reason for it.
What made you want to like continue living life and only get better there?
There you guess. Yes. All right, let's
That's it.
play Day After Day right here in the Hairband Basement by Mad Hatter off their great debut album, Welcome to Wonderland. We'll be back after the song and a quick commercial break.
Went to your house just the other day. They said that you weren't home, so I turned and walked away. You know I heard the rumors that you found somebody new. Would you ever think to leave him if I could say those words to you? Why did it have to end this way? You left me all alone, and now I've got nothing to say, 'cause my heart's been turned to stone, and I'm missing you day after day, day after day. Sit here thinking about the days of you and me. You were something special, yes, you were all I need. So as the loving girl, yeah, the one I used to know, I understand that times are changing, and I guess that's how it goes. Why did it have to end this way? You left me all alone, and now I got nothing to say, 'cause my heart's been turned to stone, and I'm missing you day after day, day after day. No one understands about the love I feel for you. No one even cares, sometimes not even you. You left me all alone, my tears cry out in pain. Since you've been gone, nothing's been the same. Why did it have to end this way? You left me all alone, and now I've got nothing to say, 'cause my heart's been turned to stone, and I'm missing you day after day, day after day. Why did it have to end this way? You left me all alone, and now I got nothing to say, 'cause my heart's been turned to stone, and I'm missing you day after day, day after day.
On tonight's episode of Hollyweird, Cece's girlfriend mistakes his stash for flour and bakes the best cookies ever. Meanwhile, the band decides to boot Cece and replace him with Richie, who ends up banging Ricky's fiancée. Laughs and hilarity ensue on Hollyweird. Crack a smile with Hollyweird. Coming up next right here in the Hairband Basement. We are back. Welcome back to the Hairband Basement. Before the break, I played Day After Day from the Killer album, Welcome to Wonderland by Mad Hatter. They were our guests tonight. I want to thank you guys for being on. Thank you, Nate Danger and Scotty Rock. Got a few words to say to the audience before we call it a night?
Man, we just want to first off thank you. Thank you for having us.
Thanks for being
we
on.
appreciate it.
Thanks, Brian.
And the inspiration and idea behind this album was to basically create some memories for people who love the genre of hair metal. And you know, I always think about what is music. Music is it's for entertainment and it's for improving your mood, your persona. Like what music has been an escape for me my entire life. And I feel like this album, when I listen to it myself, I'm very proud of it and I love listening to it, but I'm hoping that other people really enjoy it and it brings back some of that 1991, 89 spirit that I feel music's lost over the time.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Yeah.
100%.
Scotty, any closing words for we end the
Well,
program?
buddy, I told you we're going to be the kings of the scene. You know, there's no band bigger than us. Only
The new
no one
Kings
knows
of
about it
Sleaze.
yet. Yeah, right. You know what I mean? So, you know, like what Danger said there. You know, music's always been, you know, positive in our lives, and we're just gonna like keep creating it. And this is just another avenue for us to get creative and have some laughs, and you know, just rip it. You know.
You know what I love
Nice.
about Scotty? Scotty says, all I think about is guitars, man. He's like, I dream about guitars. I think about guitars. It's like my whole life is like thinking about this stuff. It's like, and that's how I feel about music. But specifically a style of music, right? And that's what we grew up on. That's what we love. And that's what we appreciate. And so channels like yours and other channels that support this style of music, like first off, we got to say thank you to you. Thank you to you for
Come
bringing
on
that
now.
up. Yeah.
Thank you. No, thank you for being on, and thanks for making such great music. All right. Well, we will see you next week here in the Hairband Basement, where we talk to the hottest bands. And until then, keep your hair high and your metal horns even higher. Take care. So obviously you guys didn't have musicians play on this, but it was demo tapes and you had AI, you know, put it all together, which I think is a fucking kick-ass album. So you came up with this whole idea, right, Nate? So why don't you describe the process of how the hell this even happened?
Yeah. So pretty much, I mean, there was an AI program I came into contact with, and I started going through some of my old material personally because AI doesn't allow you. I can't put a Bon Jovi song on and AI it, right? I have to sign off on ownership of the material and so on. And there's a big difference, I think, between just typing in saying, "Hey, write me a song about my mother-in-law," versus you inputting an entire song. So
Mm-hmm.
I started with different bands that I'd been in. I'd been in a number of different bands, and some of the bands didn't have good quality recordings. So I started with these bad recordings and I uploaded them into AI and just to see what would come out of it. And what I found was not only did it keep the song structure the same and follow the same format, the vocal lines were the same, your vocals are the same, the structure of the song was the same, but it took all the imperfections out of your material. Okay, so if there was off time kick drums or different things like that, or uh, let's say flat vocals, it corrects them.
Mm-hmm.
But it also stays very true to form for the enunciation of the singer. So Scotty, for example, he had a band and they had a very unique singer. Their band was called Bent. I sent him a song and it sounds like the singer singing it. So AI
Yeah,
does a pretty good job at replicating not only the type of person,
the
but it
origin.
just takes it next level, right?
Yeah,
So I had a lot of fun over the holidays. My kids were in Australia, and I'm like, I got a lot of downtime. So I'm doing all these albums. And then I come across this cassette, and it's me and Scotty from 1990, 1991, whatever it was. It was grade 9, grade 10 demo recordings. And we got a number of tracks,
That's
like Scotty
crazy.
said, like 40 tracks. So, and now, granted, these tracks are just me and Scott, two guitars, vocals, no drums, no bass. So I take these tracks and I start playing around with them, and the magic happens. I mean, you've heard the album. The album is
That's
incredible.
great.
This is like
Yeah.
this has taken what we saw as great songs and made them come to life. Like there, if you've seen our press release, which I don't know if you're going to include it or not, but our press release
Good.
says like the 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 magic of the songwriting that's there is now realized because of modern technology.
Mm-hmm.
How cool is that? And AI is not going to go away. AI is the
No,
thing, and
no.
we're going to embrace it.
Or
And
be enslaved by it. It's either or.
one of the things, yeah, that'd be pretty cool. It'd allow us to tour with Kiss. Hey, Scotty.
yeah, that's right.
That's right. Hey, if they put you in the Matrix and you get the tour with Kiss, who gives a shit?
Yeah,
I
right.
know.
Your body's up in a pod in reality. Who cares?
It is so incredible. So I've had so many musicians. People reach out to me. They're like, "This is incredible. I can't believe this." And just the feedback that we've been getting has been outstanding. I can't. Let's be realistic. We put this out for entertainment. Music is for enjoyment and to improve people's mood and to bring them into a mindset where they can forget about their problems and this and that. That's what Brett Michaels always said. You come to a Poison concert and we want you to forget about the crap going on in the
Yeah.
world.
Yep.
We
Yep.
want you to escape. And that's what this album does. And it
Oh,
does
for
that
sure.
for me. And the amount of people that have reached out to me and been like, I can't believe this. This is incredible. Like it's bringing me back. It sounds like 1989, man.
Yes, I totally
And
agree
I'm
with
like,
that.
because it was written in then.
But the thing is, you sent me so many times. You texted it to me, and I'm playing it. I'm just sitting there going, "Holy shit! This thing would have been huge in 1989." It has
Yeah,
that,
man.
and we talked about this before we went on, where it has that vibe of like this is the song that introduces you to the band. This is gonna be. Wait did it for me for White Lion, and like
Yeah.
Youth Gone Wild
Oh,
did it for me for Skid Row. Down
Todd
Boys for
Terry.
Warrant. It's that this is their intro to the audience, and then that's what you expect from them ever since. And yeah, I was blown away by that one. I was like, holy shit.
man, I've had some really established musicians reach out to me and they're like, "This is better than anything we hear on Hair Nation right now, or we're hearing on these channels." And I'm like, "Oh my
I'm with you.
God, are you serious?" Like they're like, "This is incredible."
Yeah, yeah, and like you said, with the whole AI thing, it's amazing that we were talking about this before that you're able to. I'm sure when 14-year-old you guys were sitting there recording this, thinking, "Oh, one of these days it's gonna be fucking awesome," and then, like
Oh
you
yeah.
said, with modern technology, you were able to finally make that happen. Which
This is
that's just
probably what
crazy.
No, like
this is what
when
our
we're
dreams
when we're
sound like.
writing songs, we're just sitting here like, Like we're not bass, drums, everything. We're writing a song and a song structure, and AI created a lot of magic around it. It
Yeah, did
brought
the
our
rest.
visions and our songwriting, I guess, to life, And so whether you like AI or not,
Droids.
it's kind of irrelevant. It is what it is. I don't
Yeah.
think it's gonna go away. And I always said, like, was I disappointed when I heard that Joey Allen and Eric Turner didn't play the guitar solos on the original album? No, I still like Warrant. It's still a
Yeah.
great album. It is what it is. And how many albums did Ace Frehley not play on, or did like the music industry's been doing this forever. And I
Yeah.
think
Yeah, this is no
I think
different.
with AI, like I always follow Rick Beato, and
Hmm.
he said within 2 years, an AI artist is going to be given a Grammy Award.
That's
And
right. It's gonna
Wow,
be us,
two
bud.
years. Shit.
yeah,
Maybe
and
it
he
Yeah.
might
said
be
he
you
said basically
guys. Might be Mad Hatter.
it might be us, best rock album.
Yeah, and the Grammy goes to Mad Hatter for so many times.
Yeah, right. Hey, man,
But it's like
it's. Go ahead, Danger.
no, it is. The thing is, it's not going away, and artists are using it already. So Rick Beato said, "Look, whether you think it's happening or not, everyone is using AI. So I can write any riff, I throw it through AI, and then I'm like, oh, geez, I never thought about that. Well, as long as I can perform it, it is what it is, right?
Hmm.
So there is what is music going to be in the future? Like think about it. 2, 3 years down the road, maybe 25% of the music on Apple Music, Spotify, and stuff is all going to be AI. You don't know.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, part of me is like, AI doesn't have the feeling behind, like a person would putting a song together and singing it.
Got a pretty good feeling.
But yeah, this album, you're just like, shit, this is
I feel like
fucking
AI has
killer.
better feeling than we had,
This
man.
is that's right. And AI's voice doesn't get tired, it doesn't get arthritis in its fingers, it doesn't have
No,
a
it
heart
doesn't
attack
get
behind the
nodes on
kit.
its vocal cords.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
Well,
And
here's the thing,
AI
Brian,
Bon
man.
Jovi can still play.
yeah,
Yeah, right.
yeah,
Here's the thing, man. At the end of the day, like a good song's a good song, and like Danger said previously, it took our melodies and our chord changes and our arrangement and
yeah.
just sort of put it together better for us. And it certainly like sort of probably met our original vision of the album of us. Hey, Danger.
14
But
old you,
like,
yeah.
yeah,
Sounds awesome.
but like it's still a huge part of our sort of creative input, and our vision. I don't think that's going to stop anytime soon. In fact, we've been thinking nonstop about doing more of it, right? So
Hmm.
I think we'll get to the point where like this is part of our like, we write some songs and we can put them out and we can get that buzz, of like excitement, that we created something and now it's real and
Yeah.
it exists in the world and it's forever, right? In
Brian,
digital form.
I told him we got to do a Rock and Danger episode where we each come up with a riff and we'll do it right like live. And I play mine and create my song, my two minute song, and he creates his, and we got to have a vote off of whose song's
Oh, that'd be
better,
fucking
right?
awesome. That'd be awesome. That's a
It's
great
gonna be awesome.
idea. So wait, did you put like all 10 songs in, or was it individual songs and you put it all together? I don't know what the
Yeah.
process is for that.
So
The songs are
because
all written and recorded.
Yeah, but did you
Daily.
yeah,
just play all 10, go here, make an album out of this, or you like each song, all right, this is like did you have the AI
yeah,
put the song together, each songs together individually or just the whole album?
no,
Well,
every song's done different.
Yeah,
So
okay, okay.
what I did, because you got to convert it. So I took the demo, I uploaded it to my computer, I input it into the AI, and then AI doesn't always do it right, right? You're gonna
No, no.
there's they're gonna you got mistakes, you got to correct some lyrics here and there of what it's reading, what it's not. And plus, I always wanted to make it very true to the demo. So if there was a vocal line, for example, a song like Toss of the Coin, it came back and it gave me a vocal line that it went down in the chorus versus up, and I couldn't wrap my head around it. I'm like, that's not how we wrote the song. So
Yeah,
I
yeah,
scrapped
yeah.
it and I had to keep reworking it until it came up with the vocal line that we created, because I was like, if it's not a song that we did, if we didn't sing it, now, granted, I didn't sing like so many times.
Yeah, yeah,
Like
yeah,
I sang it a
yeah.
lot lower than that. They put it to a different register, which is phenomenal, makes the song fantastic, but it still follows the melody that we created and we
Yeah,
sang. And that's what was really important to me when we were making this, is that it wasn't fictitious, if that makes
yeah,
sense.
yeah,
In
yeah. That
in
makes
a
sense.
in an
Full sense.
AI way. Everyone's brain takes stuff. You've listened to everything that you've
Yes, you're
listened to
right.
in your life, and you regurgitate some form of that. Like, how could they ever? It is what it is. You know what I mean?
I
Like,
thought there was something because it's not again it's not writing new songs. Well, you had the songs, but if you ask AI to put a song together, it's taking parts of other songs that exist. I'm not sure. I'm not an expert on this. I'm not sure how that pans out with a lawsuit, let's say, or a copyright thing where it's like, oh wait, this part was mine. I have no idea how that works. But
well,
again,
and that I get the record companies are saying, okay, well, you've used our artists to train AI on how to make a hit song, right?
yeah,
So that's the legal thing. But I think that's already settled. Um, for example, like my buddy Rick in Ontario, he's excited about this. He wants to know about this. I said, look, it's not that difficult. I said I recorded. I literally wrote a song called "Smells Like Pee," and I
the
I
next hit single by Mad Hatter.
I'm gonna send it to you, buddy. I'm gonna send it to you. I'm gonna
Nice.
send you the original, and then I'm gonna send you what AI did, and you can have a listen to it. It's you can put it on this episode if you want. It's magical. That's how you
Okay,
can
all
end the
right.
episode.
Spread wide, but not for me. And that's because you smell like pee. You smell like pee. You smell like pee. You smell like pee, 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 pee.
Oh, wait, did you tell Scotty? Like, did you know he was doing this, Scotty?
Man, well, like over the holidays, he sent me like stacks and stacks of tunes all day long. Every demo he's ever recorded, revised, and I loved it. So, because we've known each other through our musical journeys, So for me, it was fun to hear these tracks, just as exciting for Nate there. So I was on board, and then he told me he had some Mad Hatter demos, and I was like, or like we should do some of our old stuff or something like that, and he's like, I
Uh-huh.
got a demo tape, and started throwing it together. And like as soon as he started sending me the tracks,
Oh,
hey, I was like, this is awesome. This is
it
great.
was
This is
so
like
good.
our matched our original vision. And here's the thing, like AI music is not going to go anywhere.
Yeah.
And because of that, Nate and I are going to claim like the number one glam punks of AI rock and roll. You know what I mean?
That's
So
right.
we're the new crew. We're the new, we're the new
Wait,
us.
you
We're the
take
new,
it.
yeah. There's no way Nikki Six can claim this throne. Hey, this
That's
is
The only
right.
entirely
It's going to
difference
be
ours.
is,
the AI poison.
Yeah.
yeah, the only difference is we got 9 kids between us and we go to bed at 10:30.
That's right.
That's why this
Yeah.
is easy, hey? So we can just like write some songs, drink some beers, and just live our like AI
Our
dreamscape.
avatar lives.
Yeah,
That's
that's what
hilarious.
it's gonna come down to, man. And you know it. And like even in Hollywood, they're talking about like digitizing, say George Clooney forever. You know what I mean? Having access to his looks. And I'm thinking
Yeah.
we're better looking than that clown. If he's just a face on a screen, like we could do that.
Yeah. All right.
We could be as big as Crew, Def Leppard. You know what I
Sure.
mean?
Why not? Why
Yeah.
not? You guys got a favorite song off the album?
I
Need Your
love them
Lovin' for
all.
me. I love that sort of like almost halftime kind of
Really?
Yeah.
Need your
thing going
lovin'?
on. Oh,
Wow.
yeah, I love it. Toss of the coin. Well, the whole album's amazing. I'm still
Yeah, it
wrapping my
is.
head
It
around
really
it. Like,
is. I'm not going to say it's not. Yeah. Yeah.
Welcome to
Front to
Wonderland
back.
is one of
Got
my favorites.
which
Which one's
ones?
one of your favorites, Nate?
Welcome to Wonderland title track.
That
Oh
is a
yeah,
good
yeah.
one. That is a good one. And
Because
what's the
it's
one?
like,
Oh shit.
Animal Behavior.
Animal Behavior. That's a good one. And I gotta say, so many times I must have played that thing so many times in the car where it's so hooky and catchy. And that one part we're talking before, Nate, with that riff when it drops down those last two chords. Oh, it's unexpected and it's tasty. It's such a
Oh,
killer
man.
riff. I love that riff.
That's a song I wake up in the middle of the night, hey, and it just sort of like echoes in my brain, you know, and I can't fall back to sleep because I'm like, so I don't know, man.
It's
But
catchy.
it's catchy. Like, but
It is
here's the thing,
catchy.
like Dancing in the Dark, you know, all these songs are catchy, and like kudos to Danger and I. I mean, I'm
Yeah,
gonna pat myself on the back.
Kudos to
totally.
us.
Go for
Hey,
it.
Kudos
Definitely.
to
It's on your
us for
shoulder,
like,
but
you
yeah.
know, writing them to begin with, because like a good song's a good song no matter how you code it, right? And this is just
Exactly.
sort of,
maybe we wrote better songs in grade 9 and 10 than we do now.
well, because we didn't know what we were
Flame has
doing.
died.
You know what I mean?
Well, yeah, that's right. You're not doing it to get chicks.
Well, and you know, back then it was like we wrote that, like the songs on the album are pretty simplistic songs.
Yeah.
They're
Doesn't have to be
chords
hard
are-
to sound good.
No, and they sound awesome. And so I feel like sometimes musicians maybe get maybe a little too in their head to try to be different, to try to be unique, to try to be where you come out with some pretty freaking cool rock songs that just follow a standard, you know, progression, and
Yeah.
the album turns out phenomenal. Like the amount of people that are like reaching out is incredible.
Yeah, it's awesome. That's totally awesome. And yeah, like I said, when you played, I think so many times, one of the first, it might be the first song you sent me. I was like, holy shit. And then you sent me a couple others. And once I heard the whole album, I was like, God damn. I even told you, it's only halfway through January. This might be album of the year for me. I think it's that fucking good. I think it's that fucking good.
Make it happen. Let's do a countdown.
Make-
We'll
make
do
it
a
happen.
we'll do a Rock and Danger Hairband Basement countdown, and we'll both put it at number 1.
There you go. Yeah. Yes. Top artist, top album, top song. There you go. Well, let me
So
say
funny.
this because tonight Jason was going to be on. He had something that happened at home, so he can't be on. He is all in with this fucking thing. I had him on last week.
Man,
the latest
he's
episode.
crazy. He's like texting me all the time. He's just like all over it.
He before we started recording, he said, "Oh, you know, Nate sent me this song. I go, you talking about the AI song?" He's like, "Yeah." I go, we're both like, "It's fucking killer. It's unbelievable how fucking good this is." And to kind of throw this out to the crowd, that's the 3 people that watch my show. He's planning on putting this thing on vinyl for you guys. He's got T-shirts in the making, so there's gonna be fucking
God,
Mad
did you see
Hatter
the
merch
back of
out
the
there,
t-shirt?
folks. Show it, yeah, totally.
Hold on. Look at this, Scotty. He sent he's got on the back of the t-shirt.
Oh no,
That's fucking great.
that's awesome.
So killer.
Yeah. On the front's gonna be the album cover. That's fucking gonna be sweet. But yeah, he was telling ever since then, like, I'm gonna talk to these people to get the t-shirt done. He knows a couple of places that can press the shit to vinyl, and he's just going crazy. He's all in. He is all in
Wow.
with this. Yeah, as co-founder of They Records, he's definitely putting in the legwork to get this
Nice.
thing out there. But yeah, it is definitely killer, guys. Hats off, great job, fantastic stuff. I'll say this: if you haven't checked it out, folks, definitely it's on all the streaming things, right? Apple, Spotify,
Everywhere.
YouTube, everywhere. Definitely check it out if you like this kind of music. Yeah, it's fucking good. It's that good. Like, album of the year, like I said, album of the fucking year.
You're
But,
the
Thanks,
best,
Ryan.
man.
Appreciate it.
Yeah. So why don't you tell the guys where they can, the audience where they can find you at? You know, the old plugs you do. You got your channel, all that
Well,
shit.
you know what? We're Scotty Rock and Nate Danger, so we got a YouTube channel called Rock and Danger, and where we talk about cool music like this. And yeah, you can find us on Facebook. You can find us on Instagram, on X, on all the platforms. It's all under Rock N apostrophe Danger, just like Guns N' Roses. Rock
Yep.
N Danger.
All right, I'll say it again. Album fucking kicks ass. Definitely check it out, folks. All the streaming
Nice.
services, give it a listen. Let me go through my usual shit. Like, subscribe, share, ring the bell, or go to hell. All that YouTube stuff. And until next time, keep your hair high and your metal horns even higher. Take care.
So many times
Brian, what the hell are you talking about? I don't know, really.